first sport fragrance from the house of Hugo Boss Bottled Sport. This is an unforgettable scent for me. For the longest time I used to ask myself, what is that opening, that I get from this, until later on when I got myself this little bottle here for obvious purposes. The pricing is not the best, it is very, 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 highly priced. Hence I got myself this 30 ml bottle, just so that I can get it into my collection and be able to talk about it for the video. So hopefully in due course I'll get a bigger one. Released in 2012 actually. The perfumer on this is Kgomotso. It's an aromatic, fruity type of fragrance. Like I said, the opening is a nice grapefruit opening, so very nice, and it's got a sharp bitter opening, and then it settles down nicely into a very pleasant grapefruit. For the longest time I used to, every time I thought about this fragrance, I used to ask myself, what is that opening? Until later last year when I smelled Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, and then I could recognize that grapefruit type of vibe that was going on that one as well. It's an EDT concentration. The first time I got my hands on a bottle of this, I think I had 100 mils of this. It was at one of those wholesale fragrance sales type of events. Then I managed to get myself a bottle of this. It's very sad that when I managed to buy myself one for the second time, I get my hands on such a small bottle, but in due course I should be able to fix this by hopefully tracking down a bigger bottle and purchasing one just to have a backup bottle of this. And then like I said, top notes: grapefruit, aldehydes. Middle notes, a bit of lavender, cardamom there you pick up. Lavender not that much, but the cardamom you do pick up. And then the base is just vetiver. So a basic, simple type of note breakdown, nothing too over the top. And as I said, this is a bottled from the Boss number 6 range, the Boss bottled range of the Hugo Boss line of fragrances, and there are many. So this is one of the older ones from 2012, and I don't think there's ever been a reloaded of any Boss Bottled Sport fragrance, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if I'm mistaken, I'll correct that somehow. Yeah, so in terms of wearability, this as a daily scent could work. Just the longevity is not that strong on my skin, 4 to 5 hours, and then it just becomes very faint. It becomes a pleasant, you have to put your nose in to sort of pick it up. So it is that type of fragrance, not too strong. In terms of pricing, like I said, it's not the most well-priced fragrance. Hence I could only get my my hands on a small bottle like this. And then in terms of age groups, who can wear this? I think teens and people in their 20s can pull this off. Older than that, I think it's a bit of you're taking a bit of a chance. In terms of the scent, is it too old school, or does it still work today? I think it pretty much still works today. It's not a very old school type of scent, so to say. So I think it's still wearable now in 2022, 10 years later. So Boss Bottled Sport, very highly recommended from my end. Yeah, and I hope to get myself a bigger bottle. And with that said, that brings me to the end of this brief review of this Hugo Boss Bottled Sport, my first sports fragrance. There's one that followed this that I'm gonna be featuring, but that took over this one very quickly. It's an excellent scent. Yeah, that brings us to the end. Before I go, can you please like and subscribe to the video. My Fragrance Journey channel SA, over and out. Peace.